Hello, this is Nemesis of Pony 4-on-1. This is a new review. This is the Equestria Girls Minis Switch and Mix Fashions Rarity. Yes, they did a new Equestria Girls line thing. There's a couple things about this figure you might have noticed already if you haven't yet. We'll get into that in a bit. But first up, the box, which, get that out of the way real quick. And yes, the box. That is clearly Rarity, and you can see multiple rarities there. There's it looks a little different than what you'll see on the shelf, but posable. It looks like there's two more rarities, but then no, those are cut as cardboard. And more scenes from the show and warnings about ages 5+ and choking hazard. And there's the logos, and there's Pony Rarity. And you actually notice the box itself is actually just a sleeve over plastic. There is no actual box per se. And then you see all the different things like different outfits and whatnot, and a little bit of a quick bio on Rarity, and it's a fantasy scene, and mix both sets and whatnot, because there's also the Twilight, and look for, yeah, it includes 2 dolls and 2 wigs, whatever, all that, where it's made, all that stuff. Nothing really on the bottom except more copyright stuff, really, and on the top there's more warnings and whatnot, but that is more or less it for the box. Getting back to Rarity here. And of course, in with I almost forgot, just because it's in there as well. Of course, the usual product catalog, all that stuff, all these toys, which we've been slowly getting through. Yes, all those toys. We're getting through most of them this way. But anyway, this is Rarity. You might have noticed something's off about her clothes, and that's because, well, this is a different kind of mini than we usually have. Her clothes probably, if you notice, look a little large on her, and that's kind of a problem. It's a problem that both of these figures have, and I'm hoping they'll eventually address, in that the clothes look like they're a size too big, particularly the shirts. And yeah, it's a Rarity, so but yeah, it's, you know, same articulation as every other mini. You got the heads is on a ball joint, so you got that. Shoulders move out, although you notice something's off there. Shoulders move up and down and forward and back, and elbows move forward and back and can twist at the elbow. And then you also, of course, got hips, which can move but are limited by the skirt, but can rotate forward, back, outward, all that stuff. Knees can bend, knees can rotate, and that's about it. And of course, it comes with the usual stand. Plug that in, you're good to go for standing. But you notice the arm probably came out. You noticed the arm came out of there. Yeah, we'll get to that. And of course, here's a normal mini, or at least this is the one in the movie collection. You notice very similar to each other in many ways, although like the stuff in her hair has a shinier blue than the one in that version. There's a shinier blue. You can see the differences in the skirt. This does not have the molded diamonds on this side. Instead, they're much larger molded diamonds and stuff. But the shirt's more or less the same. The boots are more or less the same style, but they have to have different molding because they have to be, because this is the Switch and Mix Switch and Mix fashion. There we go. I can say it. I can actually say words, which is good. But that's the thing about it. She comes with a whole bunch of accessories, including different outfits, which I promptly threw on the floor. That wasn't an outfit, though. That was actually different hair, different outfits, accessories like sewing glasses and a handbag and a mirror, which looks suspicious like the one in Mirror Magic. And different shoes. And it looks like a notebook of some sort, and sewing tape, which actually can clip onto her hair. That's the thing. You notice all these accessories here. Yes, because she can change fashions. That's the whole point. So we got to take her off her little stand. And first things first, her hair could come off. You ever want to see a bald Equestria girl? There you go. Oh no, hair comes off. Yes, hair can come. A different hair. That's so you can do that. Different hair. And then here's the awkward part. Oh gosh. Yep. Clothes come off. Oh no. Thankfully they're not naked underneath. Oof. That would have been extra awkward. But yeah, they have some sort of looks like a one-piece swimsuit of sorts. But you can switch out different outfits. And they that's the thing, is they clip on. You see that? They just kind of wrap around. They're just rubberized plastic. They wrap around. And they don't always like to go on very easily, particularly if you have the skirt still on. And here's the thing: they don't clip or anything. That's the problem. That's kind of the downside of these things. They don't clip. They just kind of snug on. That's part of the reason why they look too big for them, is because they just don't clip. They, unlike the skirts have this little clip. The shirts don't. I wish the shirts had a clip. You know, that way they'd hold on a little better. And the other problem is with this shirt in particular, if they have long sleeves, the articulation's useless. They just kind of pop out because of the non-clipping. And then, of course, take that off, and you can then, yep. Awkward, awkward, awkward. If I can get this wrapped around. It looks like tomato or an apple. It's probably supposed to be tomato, but it looks a lot like an apple in some ways, this skirt does. Yes, so that skirt's super limiting in articulation. Actually, I think it's supposed to be strawberry, now I'm thinking about it. But yes, that's one of it. And then finally, of course, the shoes are split down the back, as you probably saw, and then you just, well, pull them off, the shoes, if you can get those off. They can kind of suction on pretty easily. That's kind of the problem. Is then it becomes difficult because you're worried about pulling the whole leg off, which is a legitimate worry. And then you can just put the new shoes on again. They got the split down the back, but not as extreme because, well, shoes themselves aren't as long. If I can, there we go. Shoes on. And here's the thing, because this is her, I guess, outfit for sewing. You put the sewing glasses on her, and then this tape clips over her hair bunch. And you take her book of ideas, and you put it in her hand, and voila, that is one outfit down. And again, it's a nice little outfit. It's got weird ruffly things and this weird strawberry skirt thing, and yeah, it's different hairstyle, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, and again, that's the big problem, is nothing really keeping it on other than friction in the back, unfortunately. So there is that. You also notice possibly the I can tell if you can see that on the legs, but there's markings on the legs because of the material from the shoes. It kind of leaves marks on the legs, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the other thing, is the shoes, you can see have holes in the bottom. They have holes in the bottom so that you can still use the pegs. And oh yeah, you probably saw that the foot, that's kind of scary looking. Oh no! This is why they changed the puppets for Rainbow Rocks, because the original dolls were kind of scary in that. They had the scary feet. Of course, that's one outfit. The other outfit, of course, you can see right over here, which actually stands on its own pretty well. So we got to take the glasses off and the hair off. Because yeah, you're supposed to use the normal hair, because this is kind of messy, and she would not go out in a fancy dress with that kind of hair. And you got to also take that off. The shoes don't matter too much because it's all under the dress. That's the thing. I'm just going to leave these shoes on just because it's just easier. You got to take that skirt off and take the... Gosh, that sounds bad out of context. Take the shirt off, and then the dress. It's all one piece, so I think it goes on a little bit easier than the other stuff, just because it's all one piece. Also, the nice thing is the dress has two clasps. One at the top here near the waist, and one down here towards the bottom, which helps keep the dress nice on. And there we go. That's the first Equestria girl with actually a long dress. See, there's Rarity, looking nice. She can hold her mirror, you know, see how pretty she is, I guess. Show you how good you look or whatever. And this has a little loop on the handle, so you can just kind of loop it around her hand. It actually loops on pretty solidly, all things considered. But yeah, that's her in her dress. Again, looks good. Weird thing is, I'm gonna bring in back the other Rarity real quick. Just you can hear this. Listen to this. I don't know how well that comes across the camera. Hopefully the microphone picks it up. Now listen to this. This is hollow. This is not. That's weird. they made these hollow, and these are all rubber, I guess possibly just to account for the added weight of the extra outfits and stuff. It would possibly affect things. So they made them hollow. So these are actually, if you are actually kind of light compared to the normal ones. Not a huge amount, but noticeably lighter in my opinion. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, it's I think they're about what, $15 each because of all the accessories. I mean, they're all right. This one is anyway. This Rarity is all right. I mean, again, she's got 2 separate outfits and stuff. This is actually really nice just because of it's a different from what we usually get. So she's actually got a long dress versus normally we don't get that sort of thing. The extra hair stuff is nice. It kind of looks weird when you have they have no hair on it. But if you're already kind of into the minis, yeah, sure, fine. They're all right. There's actually a specific reason to get the Twilight. But otherwise, this is Rarity. Just if you want an Rarity with a different outfit, then there you go. If you want Rarity to be able to change outfits, sure. But yeah, it's just a dress up doll. So, sure, but nothing spectacular. It's just a mini with a different twist on it, I guess. I mean, nothing bad, but I'm not like woo or anything. So yeah, if you want to change the outfits and stuff, it's great for you. But otherwise, if you just want something to display, it's not really that worth it unless you just want a Rarity with a very different outfit or one you can just change, the display every once in a while. But I guess that's that. So yeah, that's the what do they call it? Switch and Mix Fashions Rarity. And I hope you'll like, comment, subscribe if you like this one, and I'll see you guys next time.